Well, joining me now is CNN presidential historian Douglas Brinkley, a history professor at Rice University and Rosa Parks biographer. So, Douglas, where do you see President Obama's place in the history of presidents, or is it too soon to tell? Is that only kind of written years later?
It's written years later, but we can judge him as being successful right now, even though this is a blow, Hillary Clinton's loss. I mean, he has a 55% approval rating. By the time he does this transition well, which he will, and does his farewell address, I think he'll be around 58-60% leaving office. He's a two-term president, no major scandals, 2 Supreme Court justices, the killing of Osama bin Laden, and he's going to kind of grow in stature. I think people are going to miss him, and we felt his greatness, I thought, today with the way he dealt with Donald Trump with such civility, and really was America's president when we needed him today.
Yeah, I mean, historically, how crucial is that that outgoing and incoming president working together? How much does personality, how much they actually like each other, play into it?
Well, it's a big thing. Each one, you know, like Truman and Eisenhower couldn't stand each other. Ike got along with Kennedy okay. Nixon had almost a fetish of liking Lyndon Johnson. Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan couldn't stand each other. And so it just all depends. Obviously, Barack Obama has no use for Donald Trump, but he is a student of Nelson Mandela's School of Reconciliation. He knows what happened to John Lewis at Selma on the bridge and when he did the Freedom Rides. Yet John Lewis a few years ago went back to Alabama and hugged Anderson, the people that beat him, and that we have to heal sometime. You know, Leonard Cohen just died a little bit ago, and Leonard Cohen has a song called Anthem that he wrote about, you know, the light comes through the cracks in society in the song, and there's kind of, Barack Obama brought a lot of light to American life right now the last few years, and the death of Leonard Cohen tonight, I think, is a good time to listen to songs like Hallelujah and Anthem, and reflect on what the 8 years of Obama's presidency's meant. I think it's been a positive one by and large for the country.
You also have to take into account the incredible, recession, the economic situation that Barack Obama inherited as he entered office. I mean, that's something that I think maybe, memories are often short and one forgets of what it was like 8 years ago. But I think in the history books, that will certainly also probably be a big part of his legacy.
Giant. When you go to the Obama Presidential Library in 4 or 5 years, they'll be showing what it was like in the Great Recession when Barack Obama came in and the economy was in tatters, how hard he fought to get unemployment to the numbers it is now, 4.9. He always wanted it below 5%. A museum like the Obama Library will show what it was really like for people, what the auto industry was like in Detroit. And he came in and saved General Motors. And Mitt Romney maybe lost that Midwest when he said, "Let Detroit die." People in Ohio don't like Detroit dying because that means losing jobs in, Youngstown or Toledo or Akron. And he was a remarkable politician, and we saw Barack Obama's magic, even though it didn't pay off in Florida, North Carolina, Ohio at the end of the campaign, trying to lift Hillary Clinton along with him. Last, it didn't work. But I think the public actually admires the cut of his jib, and he's going to come out just fine in history.
Douglas Brinkley, good to talk to you as always, Doug. Thanks very much. We'll be right back.